Welcome back, everyone, to the GGBL postseason. Game number one's for the AL side here tonight, but to get that started, we got to simulate game twos of the NL side. So Richmond will get a victory here 5-1 over Houston in simulation. Brady Dunn, of course, went 0 with a walk. He's now hitting 125, but Scott Gonzalez has been raking, and Darius Wilson going over here as well. Caught stealing, but Houston Rosenberg with a stolen base helped us out a little bit by the looks of it. And on Houston's side, just really couldn't get anything offensively going for them. So good pitching performance. Good job by Richmond. We are now up 2-0, which means one more game. One more game, and we're moving to the NLCS. Now, Seattle, very dicey situation for them. If they had gone down 2-0 against LA, I think LA would have taken care of business there. But they do get a win. Very lucky win there. 3 runs in the 8th inning. Tack another one on in the 9th for a little insurance. There you go, 5-1 victory for Seattle. So they're back on track. Now, because that series is now tied, I will be simulating the next game. So it's now tied 1-1. Game 3 will be simmed, but that's for a later date. Not going to do that here at the end of the video. We'll do that prepping for the finale, which is actually happening tomorrow for the divisional round. So let's get into the matchup here. Game number 1, Chris Peterson against Casey Brown for the Wisconsin Maples. Peterson, of course, winning the Cy Young in the AL side. He's going to get an early strikeout here. Line drive out there to right field. That will be caught by Justin Dudek. And we got 2 quick outs there for the Maples. They're going to have to keep up with Washington's offense. It's going to be a tough test for them because of Chris Peterson. He's a beast. He's a monster on the mound. But they're going to have to try to solve him, because if Wisconsin wants to hang with Washington today, Washington's got a really good offense too with Jake Taylor and DJ Taylor. Good players out there for the Swamp Monsters. But they showed that they could do it. They beat up on the Las Vegas Nuggets there in the wild card round. Their offense came to play. So again, kind of my analysis on this game. Gonna have to hold the Swamp Monsters offense to limited amount of runs. That's not a good start here. Base hit for DJ Taylor, back up the middle, 1-0 so far. Ezra Cavedo, he's going to add to this, it looks like, with another base knock. Nice job by Feliz just to knock that thing down. Looks like he could have saved a run right there, right? Well, JJ Cabrera goes deep, way back, literally at the wall. That ball's going to be caught. Almost went out, just got under it just a little bit too much. And it's going to at least get a 1 run in for a sac fly. Justin Dudek, the number 7 hitter, comes up and going to swing through this 94-mile-an-hour fastball. And Brown seems unfazed. It's okay. It's all right. Seems unfazed. Looks like he's got some confidence still here, even though he's down 2-0. So Peterson back-to-back strikeouts. He's got 3 so far. 2-1 pitch here to Cortez. That's a ground ball in the hole. And the throw from Medrano makes a nice play. Bottom 2. That is an opposite field shot for Chucky Pinkard. Off the bat, 105. Absolutely destroyed. Make it 3-0 Washington. And again, just talking about trying to hold that Swamp Monster offense down. They're starting to run out of outs, in my opinion. It's, Peterson's tough. Peterson's very tough. How is Wisconsin going to respond here? 3-2 pitch with 2 down. That's a swing and a miss. Duckworth is going to strike out. The second baseman now turned designated hitter. Now, guys, I want you to see this here. You see the scoreboard? Not going to mention it. Not going to even bring it up. But 3-2 pitch here. That's going to be a base hit for David Doe. And Casey Brown's in a little bit of trouble again here in the 4th inning. And that is actually going to do it for him. So he did not even get 4 innings in the books. Like 3 1/3. That's it. So they're going to turn to Abraham Carlton. Only 1 game in the postseason and did not pitch too bad. 5 strikeouts and only 1 walk here in that lone appearance. So 3-1 pitch here to Chucky Pinkard, and he goes to the pull side. He hit it even harder. 107 off the bat, and he nuked it. 407 on the distance. Again, they're digging themselves in a little bit too much of a hole, guys. 5-0 lead here for the Swamp Monsters. Wisconsin's definitely going to need to solve Peterson to get back on track here. So let's see if they can do it here. 3-2 pitch, 12-6 curveball. Aiden Oliver, one of their top hitters, is going to stare it down. And he didn't like the call, but you know what? On the K zone, it's there. It's definitely there. Souza Barbosa will swing and a miss there. Peterson, another clean inning. Take a look at the scoreboard. Not going to say a word. Let's go to the 6th inning. Let's see if Peterson can keep it rolling here. Finnegan. I don't even know what he's supposed to do. 101 high and outside? That's ridiculously tough. Then 2-2 here to Feliz. He's going to check his swing. Or that's Dallas Blitz, excuse me. 8th strikeout for Peterson. 3-1 pitch here to Feliz. He will walk him. So the perfect game is no more. I think I can just go ahead and eliminate that out of the equation now, guys. I can say it. The perfect game is no more, but a little check swing pop-up right there will end the inning, and something else is still alive here. Let's go to the 7th inning. 3-2 pitch here. Matt Justice swinging right through it. Slider at 87 for the 9th strikeout by Peterson. 3-2 pitch here on Duckworth. Gonna take it. A sinker pitch for number 10. 10 strikeouts in the divisional series in game 1 here. I mean, we have not seen a performance like this in the playoffs until Peterson showed up. Little pop-up here. Actually, a little fly ball. Thought that might have been a little shorter than it was, but Oliver will fly out, and he's through 7. Let's go to the 8th. 3-1. Swing and a miss here on Cortez. And, of course, the little graphic pops up. I don't have to say a word. 121 pitches upcoming. 3-2 pitch. And Peterson, unfortunately, will walk Cortez, but he could get a 2-for-1. Little ground ball double play. That's what we need right here, right? He got the ground ball, but Souza Barbosa breaks up the no-hitter. And now, a 5-0 game with 2 runners on. I think it's time. Peterson's upwards of 120 pitches. He basically would have to get all 3 outs and then another 3 outs in the 9th to close this thing off. And still a 5-run game, man, but one swing in the bat can make this a 2-run game, right? 5-3. Don't want that to happen. So 2-2 pitch here. Ground ball right past Taylor. Let's see if Quevedo can make a strong throw into home. He will. Runner will not advance. So Dallas Blitz comes up with a base hit. We've got Feliz coming up. He swings right through the curveball from Nunez. He's going to get out number 2. So now, with 2 down, they're going to go with Victor Cortez. He's 5-6 in the regular season, and he will toss this right past Moore, firing that cut fastball. So we go to the 9th inning, guys. Go to the 9th inning. Cortez is still out there, and Matt Justice comes through with a solo home run. That's going to bring him within 4 here in the final inning. Okay, so I think you can get a little pumped up there. I think that's acceptable. You know, I'm not going to rip Matt Justice for that. Stuart Grant comes on out now. 76 appearances, 76 games. Had a good record, but they will get the first out of the inning. That's Duckworth line driving it back at first baseman J.J. Cabrera. He makes a nice play. However, Aiden Oliver does get on base here with 1 down. They really need a double play ball. Here's Cortez. He'll draw a walk. So now a situation where the run at the plate, so the batter represents, they hit a home run, they can get this thing within 1 run, guys. A 5-4 game. So it is a save opportunity. It's a save chance for Daryl Vargas. And the man that broke up the no-no, they get a little payback there on Souza Barbosa. He will strike out. Next batter up is Finnegan. That's a line drive right to DJ Taylor. And that's it. 5-1 victory for Washington. They really just slammed the door shut on that offense for the Maples. But really, when you look at that, Maples kind of got something going against the Swamp Monsters bullpen. So really give a lot of credit where credit is due there. Christopher Peterson, 10 strikeouts tonight. He was really the main reason, the driving force behind why they were able to come in and shut down a very, very hot Wisconsin Maples offense. You guys remember back in the wild card round, they kept exchanging big blows against the Las Vegas Nuggets. So Maples can hit. Maples have a lot of big averages right there too. You guys saw their line scores there. But yeah, great job by the Swamp Monsters. Played good defense. 10 strikeouts helps you in a 27-out game, right? That definitely helps. So, guys, as we move on here to Iowa and Boston, we've got one of the, depending on how you like it, but one of the coolest uniform matchups or one of the ugliest uniform matchups. It depends on what you like here. But they are a little different, right? We got the purple and the white pinstripes against the blue and the white pinstripes. We got the Revolution and the Reaper. So let's get this thing going here. Elliot Cora against Jared Cherry. We've seen Cherry in gameplay quite often in this series so far in Season 1, and he's been a really good pitcher. However, he's going to give up the first blow to Jose Andino. Known for his glove mostly, but very good clutch hitter. Speaking of clutch hitters, Adam Perez, the catcher that they just traded for from the Phoenix Firebirds, comes through big time. Only seen him a couple times in gameplay since he was traded at the deadline, but he comes through big time here in the postseason. A 3-run shot off of Cherry. It is 4-0, and for Boston, this is going to get a run home, it looks like. So 4-1 after the error at first base. Can't have that happen, but Mo Piper gets it done. Now look at the wherewithal, man. Look at the intelligence, the IQ from Adam Perez and Elliot Cora to toss Piper out on the pitch out. They knew he was going. And not only did he get a late jump, but this was a perfect throw, perfectly set up play by Cora and Adam Perez. Again, this is why they wanted to go out and acquire a guy like Perez. He can handle a pitching staff, and he is very good defensively, too. So I think, you know, if you get him to produce like he is offensively with that 3-run shot, you've got yourself a very, very valuable piece here. So 4-1 game as Cora, we're going to jump up here to the 4th inning. Nakamura gets on with a single, moving Bud Brewer over to third base. We've got a double play opportunity here, but oh no! Xavier Hawkins, I think the throw back to Salvatore at second cost them the double play, because if they had turned this double play, that run does not score, and that was just a little bit too soft, and it allowed the hitter to get safe at first. So the inning is extended, and Rafi Weiss, a 2-run shot, going to tie this thing up. You got to get the outs when you can. You have to get the outs when you can. 108 exit velo, 428. He nuked it. Mentioned some nuke jobs by Chucky Pinkard in the last game, but that ball was absolutely hammered out there into the stands. So 4-4 game here. Cherry still in a little bit of trouble. And in the bottom of the 4th inning, he walks Xavier Hawkins, and that is going to do it for him. So Cherry, very rare that we ever see him produce like this. Just did not have it today. This Reaper's offense is just something to behold. And now it's up to George Cruz, the number 2 hitter here, against Ryan Scadam. That is a base knock here, going to drop right in front of Nakamura. He's going to have to get this thing in here quickly. That's a 2-run single by George Cruz, and Iowa gets back up on top here, 6-4. So Scadam's still out there. Should be a base knock up the middle, but Salvatore bounces it right off of Scadam. Goes straight over there to Ricky Hoberman. The veteran's there to take care of it. Gets the final out of the inning. So let's go to the top of the 5th inning as we've got Tom Cloutier's up, and this ball is going to drop. How does that happen? My dude, as an outfielder myself, you have to lay out for that baseball. It's not like it's going to get past you, right? It's the parabola, the angle of which it's dropping. It's not going to get by you. You do have backup there in left field. You got to dive for it. But unfortunately, because they can't get that out, Cora is now done for the day. So both pitchers could not get through 5. They're going to have to go to the bullpen here. Robbie Cozart was 3-2, had a decent ERA as far as relief goes. We'd like to see the whip is very low for the relievers. Got a 1-1 whip. That's very solid. 2-2 pitch here coming to Bud Brewer. He's going to hit a fly ball up there to left field. Foul territory. Catch is going to be made. So Boston's little threat right there gets shut down by Cozart and the Iowa bullpen. So nice job. Let's go to the 6th inning here. We got a really nice defensive play there by our boy Andino. Remember, clutch offensive player. Not really known for his bat, but can come through every now and then offensively. But defensively, man, he's one of the best in the league. So we got a couple strikeouts here for Scadam, and he's going to shut down Iowa's opportunity there to get a little more insurance. But let's go to the top of the 7th inning. We still got Cozart is on the mound. Ricky Hoberman, the veteran, getting on with a double, a 1-out double. That's going to set up the number 4 hole hitter, Tom Cloutier. Already has a double here in this ball game. Looking for another one here, but he does get on with a single that will push Hoberman to third. Not the fleetest of foot type of player is Hoberman, at least not anymore. So he's got to hold off at third base. We do have a deep fly ball out there from Charlie Ward. At the wall is Cruz. He'll make the catch here. He's going to toss this thing back into second, trying to take away Cloutier, tagging from first to second. But that will score Ricky Hoberman. So Boston manufacturing some runs here. They're now down by 1s. In a 6-5 game, every run is crucial. Cruz will make the catch, and that will be the end of the inning. And, hey, Boston, this is their last chance. They can't get anything going in the next couple of innings. They've got the 9th right here, right now. 48 saves for Killian Graham. In 51 opportunities, he's pretty much automatic. You're down by 1, you need it. He does get a strikeout here. So 1 down against Mike Price, the number 2 hole hitter. And Price sends a deep fly ball. That's a line drive to left field. That is over the wall. A solo shot for the Revolution. They're back in the ball game. It is now 6-6. That is a blown save for Killian Graham. You love the matchup, though. Lefty on righty. And Mike Price comes through for his teammates and his fans. Woo! There we go. The drama in this postseason has been just amazing. GGBL postseason, man. There's nothing like it. Nothing like it. Killian Graham, the lefty on righty again, and look at that. Just right down Broadway, and Price knew exactly what to do with it. We're all tied up. So 2-2 pitch here. That is a single for Ricky Hoberman. That's going to give another opportunity here for Tom Cloutier to drive in some runs. Can Boston take the lead? We'll find out. 1-2 pitch here against the righty. Cloutier looks like a fly out here. That's Nick Drake camping underneath it. He'll make the catch. And now 2 down for the Revolution. Charlie Ward, another big-time power hitter from the right side. He's going to check his swing. Now, normally on that animation, they will say that he went, but they're going to give him the walk. So Graham just didn't have it, and now it's going to be up to Napoleon Shaw, a 3.3 ERA pitcher during the regular season. We'll see what he's got here against Bud Brewer, who can run into one, but he lines out to Andino, the defensive stud. That would have been huge. Just a little bit higher over top of him. That would have definitely scored a run. Unreal. So it remains tied. 6-6. And I do not trust Dave Wise. I'll tell you that right now. Postseason, numbers have not been good. Over a 10 ERA. Can't have it. But you know what? A walk isn't the worst thing in the world here. Salvatore, you don't want to have that guy beat you. But 2-2 pitch, you have to go get Nick Drake. He's the number 4 hole hitter, I guess for a reason. It's going to split the gap. Center fielder, we got to get this thing in here. Let's go. Piper is going to fire this thing all the way back to the infield, but it's not in time. An incredibly strong throw is just not good enough. Salvatore is going to score from first to home with a gap shot. That's ridiculous speed from Salvatore, and the Reapers will walk this thing off. Look at the Nick Drake swing, the contact, boom, right into the gap. That's an unreal throw, though. Let's give some credit here to Muhammad Piper, throwing that thing all the way from the wall back to second base, basically. But Salvatore with the speed, that's unreal. How do you score from first base on that? He must have known. He must have read it right off the bat that that is a gap shot. No one's getting there. And he was just full steam ahead. Full motors burning, man. What can you say? Iowa's 3-4 came through. That's why they're 3-4, right? 3-4 hitters. Now, for Boston, it's kind of unfortunate because you worked the comeback, and then you had to go to the bottom of the 9th to take on their 3-4. Like, if you could have gotten past them, then maybe you had a chance. Maybe you had a shot there. But I think Cora going 4 1/3 with 7 strikeouts, you know, he had 7 outs right there through strikeouts. That's pretty solid performance there. But I think for Cherry, with the 6 earned guys, that did not help Boston whatsoever. It completely took them out of the game. The fact that they scored 6 runs to come all the way back is worth something, right? But yeah, you can't have that from your ace in a game like that. You need him to be a little bit better. So hopefully they can come back here in simulation, because we are now in Game 2 situation. And as we sim Game 2, Iowa will get the win. Looks like 6-2. So they scored another 6 runs. Boston had 10 hits. They out-hit Iowa, but also had 2 errors in the field. Be interesting to see who had those errors. One came in the outfield and one came from Charlie Ward. So, yeah, again, Boston offensively, they're not clutching up with runners in scoring position. It looks like a lot of hits today, but only 2 runs. Iowa had the long ball going for them by the looks of it. Extra base hits. Yeah, I mean, that's what they do, right? So as we simulate Game 2 for Washington, Wisconsin, Washington will get a win here 8-1. So they are now up 2-0. So we have 2 series on the AL side that have the potential for a sweep on Saturday night. Pinkard went deep again by the looks of it. Nope, he had a double. Medrano and Quevedo had the 2 home runs there for the Swamp Monsters. By the way, Nolan Mitchell pitched extremely well and shut down the Reapers there. So there's your updated playoff bracket. We have a 1-1 series for Seattle, LA, which I think we will want to get to here in this video. We've got Richmond up 2-0, and the Seattle game here is we're going to simulate this and see what happens here. So it's going to be 2-1 somebody, and Seattle, look at that. Seattle is now up 2-1, thanks to the Sim Gods. The Sim Gods apparently love Seattle. Now, if we get them in gameplay, they're probably going to lose. But do we have an upset brewing here? Saturday night, we're going to find out. We're going to find out if Seattle can close it down and win this series 3-1. But KAJ had 2 hits. Yeah, Jack Mitchell with a triple. Brett Miller, Damian Campbell had 2 home runs today. Really setting them apart from LA. 12 hits, 8 runs, 8-7 game, and the rest is history. So there you guys go. There's your updated look. 2-0 series in the AL side. We've got a 2-1 series in Seattle and LA, and a 2-0 series Richmond over Houston right now. So I'm praying that we only have one more game left for each of these series for Saturday's video. Otherwise, if we got Boston going to come back, we got Wisconsin coming back, we got Houston coming back, it's going to be a lot of editing, man. I tell you that. So we might have to push this to even Sunday if we have like a bunch of series that are now tied 2-2. They're winner-take-all situations, right? So we'll see. But guys, that's it for the video. Leave a like if you like this thing. I'll see you back here on Saturday, possibly Sunday. We'll see how it all goes. But that's it for now. See you then. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.